Well guys, it's not a good morning. See that behind me? That's rain. We don't like rain. It's not even 7 o'clock. We weren't supposed to get rain in the afternoon. This year is turning frustrating. But regardless, so I left a little earlier. We actually did not get much dew last night, if any. So I'm gonna start spraying as soon as I get up there. I kind of wish I would have checked the grass sooner because I would have left at 5:30 when I got up this morning. But I left at 6:30, so it is what it is. Hoping this first rain shower misses us. We could really use a break, guys. Because, you know, we're maybe 30% done. Pat got 150 acres in last night, 160. So we're made progress. Nathan got another 15 acres of corn and another 50 acres of soybeans in. So we're making progress, guys, but we're feeling the push. We're feeling the crunch. It's May 13th today. Yes, some days we don't even get started until this late, but we've learned enough over the years that if we don't get our crop in by May 20th, we really start to see a drop off in yield, guys. I mean, we're gonna have a really good testament this year because we got our first field planted in late April, like April 27th or something like that. So we'll get to see opportunity costs on, you know, how good that corn does compared to our later stuff. So we'll get to see that, and it'll prove its ugly head on how much that, you know, hey, if we would have pushed and got another 200 acres in and we could have made an extra $100 an acre, that's $20,000 right there, just an opportunity cost alone. So you guys will see that. Enough yapping. Let's get up to the farm. Oh, let's fire this girl up. And water, me another water. Let the sucker start warming up. I'm gonna spray some hay ground, put some fuel in, and head south. Oh, I am actually not going to go spray corn right now. I'm actually gonna go spray hay. Reason for that, we have bugs attacking our hay, and if we want any quality by the time we can actually get around to cutting it in the next couple weeks, we need to basically spray some bug stuff on there. So that's what we're doing. I got basically some insecticide in here, and that's it. We're gonna go kill some bugs. Beans are up. Beans are up real nicely. It's just so fun going. So we only put our hay ground mainly in our rougher ground. So the steeper stuff, I don't spray this. Actually, this is the first time I've ever sprayed hay ground. Pat usually does it because we usually don't have to spray it this early. But just because our pests are out really early this year with the early frost date that we had. Our latest frost was actually in March. We've never had it that early. So because of that, we have bugs in our hay, and we don't want that. Soya beans. Beans are up. They're actually looking pretty good. It's kind of sad we got more soybeans up this year than corn so far, but just how our year has gone. Looking pretty good. Some of them are in R2 already. Not too shabby, and hardly any weeds out here, which is what I like to see. Little dewy, not too bad though. Amazing looking alfalfa in through here. Stuff looks great. So what I'm doing is I'm applying an insecticide. It's gonna kill these bugs that basically decrease the quality of our alfalfa. Boys are down here giving hay to the mama cows. Pat's already planting down south. Nathan is going to try to get planting some beans here this afternoon. It's really just going to depend. But he's got 25 acres. He should be able to get done before the rain comes in, and then we'll just have to see. Can't park there. All done spraying hay. Now I'm going to load up with my corn load and start chasing the planter. The planter is roughly 350 acres ahead of me, so I got a lot to catch up on. So let's hammer down. Oh, I gotta put some bones in. And how deep is this? Deep enough. Deep enough I don't want to walk through it. Let that thing fuel up. I'm gonna go unhook this trailer, so we don't need it anymore for a little bit. It's got feed and salt in there. Woo, we're rolling. Go grab me some chemical, and I was gonna put that hose in that tank as well. You guys don't want to know where I'm at right now. This thing's been a gem over the years. Whew, that was needed. Ready to roll. So Nathan's already planting, Pat's already planting. Actually, by the time I get loaded up and heading south, he'll actually already be planting the next field. So the rain to the southwest definitely broke up a little bit, thankfully. So we'll see how long we'll be running on borrowed time, I suppose. I'm gonna go fill up, and Kurt's gonna pull my trailer south. So Pat's just pulling into the farm here in Goose Lake. He looks like he's out of the cab. He's unfolded, looking at something. Checking seed. I'm honestly not sure what he's doing. Oh, he's talking to somebody. Come on, Patrick, drop the hammer. We gotta go. Oh, he's filling up with seed. I think that's what he's doing. I don't know. Ah, he was filling up with insecticide. That's what he was doing. Him and Renee were doing that. Okay, I'm gonna head south. I'm gonna go spray what he just planted. We no-tilled a lot of that down there, and because we no-tilled it, we got weeds coming up. So gotta go knock those weeds out. Heading south and to the west. It's looking dark, darker. Which I mean, it's 10 o'clock. It's better than I thought we'd be so far, but still. Give me till dark at least, please. Beans are up down here too. Nice. Okay, just getting down to the south farm. I need to prime my boom first. Basically need to run my boom, run water through my boom, or run product through my boom. And then we're gonna get rolling. As you can kind of see, she's green down here. That's why I need to get it sprayed. Rolling. Rain. Don't like that. Let's look at the weather. Might have to just sit for a little bit. Rolling. So I just got the first round, or first load sprayed off. It's 160 acres down here. It's like a 200-acre field that we have, so it's definitely our most efficient. That's for sure. I'm gonna roll through the water. Kurt's just pulling in with the water tank. The rain kind of held off, it looks like, for now. Now I'm in a bit of a pickle. Curtis had to water the cows, so I am actually out of water and 400 gallons short of even getting another load. So that sucks. Ouch. That hurt. Here we go. Okay. Oh, throwing some water in. Start diluting that one. And I also got the water going in that trailer over there, so double filling at least. Still a pain in the neck. I'm right now just walking out in our soybean field. Hello, volunteer corn. It's corn from last year. Probably sprouted from that. Yeet. And just kind of seeing how the stand is. Honestly, looks pretty good. We have some skips where the trash is a little heavy, but that's okay. For the most part, soybeans are coming up nicely. Probably should do some stand counts, to be honest, guys. So basically what I could do is I could measure out 17.5 feet, because that's one row, actually 2 rows at 15-inch spacings. By 17.5 feet is exactly 1/1000th of an acre. So I actually probably will do that. Well, I got time, because like you said, I am waiting on some water. Kind of sucks. I don't know why we didn't. Should have filled up the big surge tank that we got. It's kind of why we got it, but we'll do that for next time, I suppose. Just kind of sucks that I'm out here just twiddling my thumbs, watching rain roll in. I did notice this gap out here, but it looks like it's from compaction. Basically, we drove the planter out and around this way. When we did the beans aren't coming up near as well. You can kind of see that's where I'm at right there. Everybody else is basically right by the E in Makokata. You guys can see the screen of a screen. So they got a little bit of rain, but not too bad. I'm just getting mist right now, so I'm gonna try to get going here very shortly. I've put about 150 gallons of water in this one. By the time I start the sprayer up, it's got to recall its location because I have RTX. So basically every time I shut it off, it loses that location. Well, if it sits still, it can help recall it a lot quicker than kind of converging from nothing. That basically means the satellite needs time to basically pull in all the satellite data it needs to basically triangulate its position down to the sub-inch. It's pretty, if it sounds complicated, it's because it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this thing up here shortly. And then once that thing's good to go, I'm gonna unhook the hose. I got 200 gallons in, go get another 500 or so and keep moving. Let's go get loaded up. We're rolling. A little bit of wind on the windshield that I don't love, but I don't see anything to the southwest that'll haunt me. So like I said before, I cannot get these plants cannot get wet for the next couple hours because I'm actually spraying Roundup. It's a contact killer, has to stay on the plants while they're alive, and it translocates into the root system and kills it. That's kind of how Roundup works. So I'm busting tail. Oh, that cloud's a little darker than I would have liked, but like I said, that way isn't too bad. I still got plenty of dust out here, so we'll be okay. I did notice that this guy was basically just creating big droplets. So I'm just gonna cut it off. Don't need it anymore. This I don't love. This I don't love at all. I think I'm gonna stop and let it sit for a second. Not good. And the GoPro is trash. Otherwise you would have seen me cut that off out there, so that's neat. Well, I'm just gonna sit here for a hot second. Just kind of see what happens. The rain's still coming down, which I don't love. Where'd you come from? You're not even on the radar. Now let's get out and take a look. There's still dust, so that's good. I think I'm gonna have to wait a little bit. I don't know, I'm gonna have to call Pat and see, but this is not helping. We'd still be able to run if I wasn't doing Roundup. But I just hope that there's not enough rain to accumulate on the plants and wipe off what I just sprayed on there. Like this guy. Starting to get there. Crap. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait. I just think because I'm spraying Roundup, won't have any way to basically get on the plants and kill it. So I'm gonna have to wait and let it dry up for a half hour. So I'll probably just go back and eat my dinner. Sprinkling a little bit, just a little bit. See how wet these plants are? Yeah, they're pretty wet. Like that wouldn't get killed if I tried to spray it. I don't know, still coming down a little bit. I think, like I said, I'm gonna drive back. I sat here for a couple minutes, twiddled on my phone. That's what screwed me right there, that little pop-up shower. It doesn't look like much, but you don't take much just to get Roundup screwed up. Sitting good, sitting good, sitting good. Where'd you come from? That's got a little bit of yellow in there. Came up out of nowhere. Stupid thing. So I'm just gonna wait. Renee should be coming down with my lunch here shortly. I'll grab that, I'll eat, and then decide from there what we're gonna do. There's my shuttle.
It's so hard trying to cook lunch with Grandma because she's so like, I can do it, I can do it. I'm like, Grandma, sit down.
Fun. Thank you. All right, got some pork, roast, mashed potatoes. Oh, didn't open this thing up, but it looks like it's green beans. Got some buns and got cake for dessert. Yum. I was looking around, I'm like, I'm hearing something. Sure enough, more stinking rain. That's probably gonna call her quits down here. That's probably gonna run me out of the field as far as Roundup goes. Shoot. Well, that sucks. Yeah, it's coming out of nowhere. Cool. I have to do the math, but shoot. 100 acres worth of spray. Ooh, that could have just wasted $4 grand worth of product right there. That does make me feel good. Now I might have to make another pass through. Well, Yeah, this is fun. This is very fun. I'm gonna wave the white flag, call her quits, because it's still raining a little bit. So there's no way I could be able to spray. So I'm gonna head home and spray at home. That way I can keep going, because I got 150 acres I can spray when it's a little damp out. Nothing crazy, but I mean, we'll still be able to run through this stuff. Hit the road. Curtis is feeding cattle down here. We're just using our chopper truck to feed, because it's much quicker as opposed to driving. We gotta drive down here anyway, so as opposed to having another feeder wagon down here with smaller, can't mix as quick. Might as well mix everything up at home and drive it down. Much quicker. It's still raining just enough to be annoying, but folks are still out running. But up north it did not rain near as much, so I'm gonna buzz up there and keep rolling, I suppose. Got 80 acres down south done before I got rained out, so whatever. Guys are still slamming in acres, so the rain's not stopping too many people, except that guy right now. He just had to stop and back up. Only time will tell, guys, but I have a bad feeling that, like I mentioned before, I just wasted $4 grand that last spray pass. I think the residual is still fine, but the Roundup for sure is probably useless. So as I've mentioned, like I said, Roundup's got to stay on the plants for a couple hours. That rain just more than likely washed all that off. So that sucks. That's why I'm abandoning ship, heading north to our fields that I do not need to spray Roundup on. I'm just going to spray a residual. But because I got to go back down there, I more than likely will have to spray a second pass of Roundup on there. We'll just have to see what it does, but I just have that feeling. So only time will tell, but yep, there it goes, $4 grand. Still raining. Here's my farm. Still nothing planted on it quite yet, but hopefully it'll be happening soon. Amazing what 2 miles to the west will do. Pavement was wet the entire 15-mile drive north I had. Go 2 miles west, nothing. Pat's got this field planted. Rolling. Though I should say Patrick is out planting down south of the Long Farm. Nathan is out planting out southwest at the Kunow farm, at Curtis's farm. And Curtis is being the go for today. Basically running seed to Nathan, running seed to Pat. Moving my fertilizer or my spray trailer around. During this time of year, we always needed that gopher. Well, we're done for now. I gotta go get my own water tender now because Curtis is bringing Pat seed. Shouldn't take too long to pump this thing up with, I don't know, 10-20 pounds. I'm actually hoping that this thing will honk at me like I did last time. That was kind of cool. Oh, I don't even have to check my gauge. Oh, we're good. Didn't honk, but this thing flashed at me. Doesn't look like it's too wet here, or too dark to the southwest. Load it up, heading north. Heading back, and looks like Liquid Grow, local facility that puts down liquid nitrogen, is waiting to put some stuff on this field. Man, pulling a water tank is fun. You got a half-full tank. If you think about it, it's an empty cavity and liquid moves, so it literally goes swoosh, 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 swoosh. So you feel yourself going like this. Oh, loaded. My sprayer's pulling in GPS, so it's gonna be a couple minutes. So I walked over to grab the GoPro that I forgot. Sweet. We're just unfolded, gonna finish going across the road, and I'm glad I am because this stuff's coming up, it's starting to poke through. I need to get it sprayed. That was a little moist, but you can kind of see every so often. You see like there's one spiking out, a couple are starting to spike out of the ground. Gotta get her sprayed. And right when I get back, we're good to go. The GPS started off like this and eventually corrected. So I'm gonna have to restart. Make sure everything's good. Auto engage. Yep. Good. Hammering down. Last pass of this field, and the 200 acres here below the road are planted and sprayed. So I'm basically going to empty this tank out. I got 250 gallons, which is roughly 18 acres left. Then I'm going to put a pure Roundup load in and go uptown. We're going to have a field of corn and a field of beans that are getting pretty bully. So I just want to get those killed off. Just got emptied out down here. Heading back to go fill up. Yellow. Wait, this is pretty thick. This is not good. Just coming in here with some Roundup. Hopefully this will smoke it. Hopefully. Hit the mailbox. Don't 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 hit the mailbox. You still see my scuff marks. Phew, made it. Yes, that was the one. Well, now we're loaded up, heading south to the field where Pat's planting right now. And Nathan's gonna drop off some seed. You guys seen that too? Come on, don't be stupid. Coming down the big hill. Oh, it's always fun, especially when loaded. These hills are pretty nasty at times. Heading to our long farm. There's our kitty cat and the soil finisher. Yeah, Curtis actually unhooked it and hooked it to the soil finisher because we want to do this up here, run the finisher up here because we actually knocked down some weeds. And as I was mentioning before, the kitty cat's got a lot more power, obviously, than the Magnum. So we got that field planted. That's good. This one's yet to be planted, but it can be because it's worked. And then Pat is working on this piece back here where I'm actually going to go spray. Yes, he wants me to come spray it while he's still planting, literally chasing him out of the field. And because we didn't work it near as good enough as we should have. So he wants it killed, which I'm fine with. Let's get her done. Well, there's Patrick, he's coming along. He's got a couple passes left, maybe 2. There he is right there. Oh yeah, this field is pretty nasty. A lot of thistle in here, burr cucumber, water hemp, a lot of grasses. Now we're getting her done. Chasing the sprayer, planter out of the field. Well, the boss man was just watching me work, so he didn't call and yell at me, so I think that's a win. So we're gonna knock this field out. Well over halfway done already, so. I outlined a couple waterways because there was some thistle growing up in through there. Normally I'd be all right, but like I said, with a thistle growing, we don't want thistle to get tall, so just gonna kill that right away. Cruising. This field was bean stubble last year. We're finding a lot of the bean stubble ground. Beans don't have quite as good a weed control the following year. So we're finding a lot of our bean stubble ground, the weeds, just how the growing year was, just had a lot of nastiness. Or doing a little extra measures. Nobody like to just no-till straight into bean stubble, but kind of see Curtis actually was up here working this. Trying to get it as fit as we can to plant. Pat's just getting going over there. He's got this last field left. And then I think he's gonna have to shut down tonight because he doesn't have any groundwork in front of him. That's a mistake on our part. Should have kept working ground yesterday. I swear, I think I passed this sprayer, this exact sprayer, 3 times today. Him and I have been making the rounds. Heading back, I got 160 acres to do and then we'll be done. That's the second ringneck pheasant I've seen within 2 miles of this place. I haven't seen that many around here in years, if not ever. That's awesome. Ringnecks are rare in these parts. They were very common before 2008 in the really hard window and a really hard spring we had. Just basically knocked their population out. Oof, there's quite a bit of weeds back here for being completely tilled. I'm actually really glad I'm out here spraying. Beautiful night. Hardly any wind. Let's go take a look and see how this corn's popping up. But it'll be coming here soon. That is what we don't want, Mr. Weed. Oh, there she's just about ready to poke through. Literally about to poke through. So they'll be up tomorrow. Then I'll even be able to see a couple random stragglers if I pay attention. Okay, let's go grab a bite to eat with Grandma. Hamburger bound. Let's go. Well, that was delightful. Time to go get 2 more loads sprayed off before it gets too dark. Beautiful night. Let's get her done. 90 more acres. Shouldn't take more than an hour and a half, I'm guessing. Hopefully be done by 9:30. Last pass of this field, and I got 1 more field left, 70 acres-ish. And since I'm like the only one in the county, in this side of the county running, I think I won the light game. Slap it on. Boys are out moving cattle around. That's the thing about cows. They never stop. And I am finishing up spraying. 63-ish acres to go. Yes, I know it's a 68, but I've done 4 more on another mix. That Roundup mix. On it. Well, you can tell I've been working for 14 hours. Man, it's gotten dark quick. There's my progress so far, going about 150 acres an hour. Let's bump that a little bit. Just gotta stay within that speed range, 5 to 14.4 mile an hour. We'll pump her a little bit more. Up them stats a little. Done 325 acres today. I'll do 350, that's pretty good. It's a top 5 day for me. Which again should be for working 14, 15 hours, but I also did drive well over 100 miles today, so that's pretty good. There's a lot of fields across a lot of countryside. Last pass of the night, and looks like I'll end up with about perfect on water, maybe less than 20 gallons. There's my work. Yes, those are, don't look done, but they're actually done. Cool. Heading north. Woo! What a day! What a day. 350 acres, 10 hours on the sprayer, 100 miles plus. Long day. Let this thing cool down, put stuff away, and call her good. Let her down. Well, it was a day. We got 100 acres of corn in and 50 acres of beans. Not bad, not fantastic, but not bad for, well, we got about 100 acres of corn in. But either way, it was a decent day. We're closing in right around halfway for corn, maybe a little less, and beans were, geez, under 100 acres, well over 3/4. So I'm gonna call it a night, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully the rain stays away and we will be back in the fields again tomorrow. Take care, take it easy, stay safe, and ta-ta for now.